Yo. Welcome into the ChrisBeCappinn Show, man. Top of the morning. Today is May the 20th. There's only one NBA game for today, which is the Western Conference Finals. We kick them off tonight between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder in Oklahoma City. We'll jump into that matchup, get into a quick preview. Get into a quick recap first and foremost, and then we'll also see what jaXon likes about the game, see what you guys are thinking about the game as well. I did play it already. I actually got 2 plays that I made in this game. So with no further ado, let's jump into it for today, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in as always. Let's jump into the match. So quick recap. Sunday's game was Denver team total under 103.5. Made the bet live on the show. Hopefully you guys were able to either tail the play or make some profit, whatever you ended up betting. Under 103.5. You could just see Denver running out of gas in the first half, and OKC turned up the defense to tenacity, and it was kind of crazy after that. So 1-0 day. Go through a couple comments real quick, and we'll jump into it. Should be a pretty quick show today. What's up, Rick? Good morning. Good morning. Now, Gina says less cash today. What's up, Fredo? Says good morning, y'all. Let's get to capping. RR says Thunder beating that tonight. Thunder minus 7.5. Bill A says good morning, Chris and crew. What up, Big Mar? Appreciate you for tapping in as always, bro. Let's jump into the game for today, and then we'll jump right over to, if anybody looking for the NBA show, WNBA show, it is 2 games on the board. I haven't bet either one of them, but we'll do that show in just a second as well. Good morning, Helping Hands. Appreciate you for tapping in as always, bro. All right, so let's jump into it. So jaXon is up first today. jaXon likes. Let's see. So what are the 2 best NBA player props tonight? 1 over, 1 under is the prompt. jaXon likes Jalen Williams of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Over 5.5 assists at plus 124 on DraftKings. Says he's been a consistent playmaker for the Thunder, and this line offers excellent value over the last 10 games. He's hit the over in 80% of his contests, averaging 5.7 assists against the Timberwolves this season. He's been even better, averaging 6.75 assists in the 4 matchups, clearing the line in all of the games. Last 10 games, 80% hit rate. Performances against the Timberwolves, 100% hit rate. Season average of 5.121. Likes Jalen Williams over his 5.5 assists. Also likes Anthony Edwards under 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists at minus 115 on BetMGM. Says Anthony Edwards faces a tough matchups against the Thunder's elite defense, which has been one of the best in the playoffs with a defensive rating of 101.6. Edwards has struggled against Oklahoma City, averaging just 37.5 points, rebounds, and assists combined in the 4 matchups this season. Thunder's defensive schemes, led by Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, has consistently limited the efficiency, holding him to 36.3% shooting in those matchups. Edwards has hit the under this line in 55% of his contests, 75% rate to the under in the 4 games against the Oklahoma City Thunder this season. And he's shooting just 54.8% in the restricted area in the playoffs. And the Thunder allow the fewest paint touches per game in the playoffs. So take Anthony Edwards under 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and take Jalen Williams over, Jalen Williams over 5.5 assists at plus 124 on DraftKings are the recommendations for jaXon. If you're interested in checking out jaXon, not only can you type in these prompts, and I was talking to my homeboy yesterday, he was saying, Chris, like you like jaXon, bro? You be talking about it on your show a lot. And I'm like, yeah, I love jaXon. But I was telling him what I use it for. Not even just, I rarely tailor plays. I actually use it, and I'm not telling you guys not to tailor plays. If it makes sense, bet it. I use jaXon more so to just to handicap, just to kind of get angles and give me trends and different thoughts. It's almost like having a conversation with somebody. It's almost like, yo, how you look at the game? How you looking at the game? Somebody that's gonna be very objective. Somebody that's going, because you could type in different prompts. Like when Jason Tatum was hurt in game number 5, I think I looked, how does Jason Tatum impact the total between the Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks? And they don't always got to give you a play. It could just give you some insight. And I think that's the most important thing. So yeah, that's jaXon. Check it out. Link in the description. Use code ChrisBeCappinn, 2 P's, 2 N's at checkout, and it'll get you 50% off whatever tier it is that you sign up for. Let's jump into the matchup, man. I'll be quick with this one. So we got the Oklahoma City Thunder at the crib. They didn't have to travel at all against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who got the job done pretty easily. Without Steph Curry in that last series, they also took down my Los Angeles Lakers in the first round as well. So what was it? First round, they beat the Lakers 4-1. Second round, they beat the Warriors 4-1 as well. So they played 8 games. The Thunder played 4 games. They swept the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round. And then, of course, they're coming off a 7-game series against the Denver Nuggets in the last round. And it kind of surprised me a little bit. I went back and forth, with just how the Thunder's offense really struggled. That was the tale of the two, the tale of the series, in my opinion. The Denver Nuggets were able to limit the Oklahoma City Thunder's offense in a lot of those games. Of course, OKC went up and over their team total in Game 7, but in my opinion, that was Denver just kind of running out of gas. I do think that the Thunder are a really good team. I do think that they're probably better than the Minnesota Timberwolves. But not tonight. We are on the Minnesota Timberwolves. I bet them plus 7.5. I think that line's still available. I want to say it's 7.5. Let me just double check it real quick. But I want to say 7.5. I got 7.5 yesterday when I sent it out to the members. Let me just double check real quick. See where you can get the best of the number as well. My fault. I should have probably did this before. Wasn't even thinking that. I'm pretty sure it's still 7.5 though. I'll talk a little bit more about it in just a second. Yeah, 7.5. It's 7.5 everywhere, actually. It was some 7s yesterday, so it's back up to 7.5. Total 216 has come up a little bit. I think it opened like 213.5, I think is what I saw. So some money coming in on the over here. So the teams did split the regular season series 2-2 straight up. Minnesota actually finished 3-1 against the spread. 3 to 4 games were played within a 2-week time frame, and 2 of them were actually played on back-to-back nights. Minnesota matches up, in my opinion, pretty well with Oklahoma City. I like the bodies that they can throw at SGA. They got some really elite defenders in Jalen Williams, and I think if Christian Braun can slow SGA down, then Jaden McDaniels absolutely can. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, his cousin, also can, another big body to be able to throw at him as well. When I went back and looked at those 4 matchups, Julius Randle only played in 2 of those 4 matchups. We've seen how important Julius Randle can be, and he's been consistent. That's the crazy thing. He killed my Lakers in the first round. He killed the Golden State Warriors in the second round as well, having a triple-double in one of those games, I think averaging, north of like 23, 24 points. Gobert also missed one of those 4 games. I think, even though they'll try to put him in a lot of pick and rolls, I think Naz Reid coming in and being able to stretch the floor would be helpful, even if, somebody like Rudy Gobert gets played off the floor. Also, Timberwolves this season, 4-1 straight up, 3-2 against the spread on the road in the playoffs this season. They finished 7-8 straight up, which is really good if you've played them on the money line every single game, and 9-6 against the spread as road dogs this season. For whatever reason, it's a night and day comparison to the 18-23 against the spread record as a home favorite this season. And I was actually, when I got up this morning, because I played this yesterday, and I wanted to just go back, because I talked about this in the last round as well. The Timberwolves are really good on the road. It was one of the reasons why I laid the 5 with them in Game 3 against the Golden State Warriors. So I went back and looked at it. The Timberwolves on the road this season. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up so you guys can see it too. Let's just pull it up real quick. So I'm going to go over to Give Me the Dog. Minimize myself just a little bit. So, and let me zoom in so you guys can see this. This is the last thing I looked at this morning. This is the Timberwolves on the road since the start of last season in the playoffs. 10-3 straight up, 9-4 against the spread. For whatever reason, they play their best basketball on the road. And if we type in that they were a road dog, 7-3 straight up, 7-3 against the spread, 7-3 to the under. Defensively, they play really good as road dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 straight opponents under their team total. 100. This was last year in the playoffs. Lakers got 95. Lakers got 94. Lakers got 96. So as a road dog, 4 straight unders. I mean, I'm on the Wolves. I am on the Wolves today. It's not even close. I'm on the Wolves today. Wolves for Chris. Outside of everything that I've already talked about, when I look at the matchup, just as far as like on the floor goes, Minnesota's a 3-point happy team. Of course, they shoot a lot of threes. They finished the season sixth in frequency and accuracy. And if there's any kind of a glaring weakness for OKC, it's been their 3-point defense. On the season, they finished 28th in opponent 3-point frequency, meaning that they struggled to get teams off the 3-point line. Minnesota can generate those looks and knock them down. I think they definitely stand a chance, not just to to cover the spread and win this game. I actually think that I'm gonna put a little bit. I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna put a little bit on Minnesota to win the series too. I'm definitely gonna play the series spread, but I'll split it up. I like Minnesota, man. I do. I really, really do. Other thing I wanted to mention real quick. I actually put this in the presentation. The spot for the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the Oklahoma City Thunder. So what you see here, and you gotta zoom in a little bit. But I looked at favorites specifically coming off of Game 7, so they're fatigued most of the time, and they've also been playing a while, right? So this is conference finals favorites coming off of Game 7, 4-7 straight up, 2-9 against the spread, and you can see the big. Let's do this. You can see the big cluster right here of losses ATS wise. So this is the ATS range: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 straight L's. Give me the Timbies. Give me the Timberwolves. Teams, like I said, coming off conference finals of Game 7 of a game, coming off a Game 7 series, just 12-22. So this is the bigger number of teams coming off of conference finals, or teams playing in the conference finals or finals. So this is round 3 or after, round 3 or round 4. Coming off a 7-game series, just 12-22 against the spread. That's 35.3% since 2002. Just 2-11 straight up and against the spread, and 3-10 against the spread since 2018. For more modern basketball, reference. And if they're facing a team that's coming off a series that went 5 games or less, they're 4-11 straight up and against the spread. My guy Jay Money would say, "I'm howling with the Wolves." Give me the Wolves, man. I'm on the Timbies tonight, man. I don't care what nobody think about it. Nobody think about it. I'm on the Wolves. All right, enough of that, man. Let's see what you guys are thinking before we get into a quick recap and jump over to this WNBA game. Let's see. Let's go back. Oh, and player props. I didn't play any. I didn't even look into player props because I feel so good about the Timberwolves. I could be wrong. We'll see. But I feel so good about the Timberwolves that I was like, I'm not betting a player prop in this game. Like, I don't know what I would play. I didn't look at anything. I love it says we cashed last night. We absolutely did. Blaze says my OKC for the win. Not for me. Not for my money. Kev says, what up, Chris? I like the Wolves. Points in my pocket. Let's go, Kev. Let's go, Kev. Daughter McDaniels. I don't know. Captain Matumbo. What's up, Anthony? What up, Prestigious Prodigy? Says McDaniels is projected at 13.5 points. Suggests a favorable outlook for the over. You mean his points prop over, potentially? Yeah. Check double, lock it in. I love it. Says, what up, Dom? Says Gobert under 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That makes sense. I think, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. As jaXon mentioned, Thunder have been the best defensive team as far as opponents score in the restricted area. They haven't given up a lot of points in the paint. So if Gobert struggles, down there, I mean, it's real centers down there. Not Draymond Green down there this time. Draymond Green's a really, really good center. He just doesn't have a lot of, athletic ability. Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein are like, fresh. These guys are super fresh and young. Not fresh, but they're young, super young. Let's see. What else y'all saying about this game real quick? Chad says he likes Isaiah Hartenstein over 18.5 points and rebounds. Been over in 8 of his last 10. Best of luck if you play it. Dirty Rig says, do you like the Wolves to win outright or just cover? I bet both, Dirty Rig. I bet both, my brother. Because when these teams cover, they typically win the game. And especially in game ones, yeah. Yeah, matter of fact, let's go. I'm going to pull that up real quick. So let's just go last 5 years. 5 years. So no. You guys got to get 2020 because that was a COVID year. So let's just look at 2021. And PO equals 1, so playoffs equal 1, and dog and ATS win. Yeah, so when the dog wins, they cover they when the dog covers the 100. Yeah, all right. So the 159 games that the dog has covered in the playoffs since 2021, they've won the game straight up 115 times. So that's 72.3%. Says that if the dog covers, they win the game. So yeah, I'm on 115 and 44. I'm on both, Dirty Red. Dom says he likes Thunder team total under 112 and a half. The Thunder, I mean the Minnesota Timberwolves were the second best defensive team I think they were this season. So yeah, I couldn't talk you off. I couldn't talk you off at all, Doms. I just want the points. I want the points and I want the money line. Let's see real quick. Minnesota this season finished with the sixth best defensive rating in the NBA. 111.5 is what they finished with. And after the All-Star break, they were even better. What up, Tariq? Says, good morning. How about the over? The reason why I couldn't get there with over is because OKC is going to be super, in my opinion, they're going to be tired in this game. Coming off that emotional game 7. If their offense struggle, it wouldn't surprise me. We saw their offense struggle against Denver, and Denver is not a great defensive team. So that's what scared me off. I think Minnesota matches up pretty well against OKC as well. OKC will want to play fast. Minnesota will want to play slow, of course. Minnesota, bottom 6th in pace as far as full season goes, and their last 5 games before the break, all that good stuff. Like on the road, they play slow. So I'm not gonna touch the total in this one, Tariq. I will say game 1s either go way over or they stay under. And because a team's coming off of game 7, if I had to bet the total, maybe Minnesota team total over. Okay, says Rick snapping this morning. I'm in a good mood, bro. I got a good workout in this morning. Raised by the Wolves. Shout out to my guy Jay Money. What up, Bissy? Yeah, my thoughts on the total. I would bet team total under for the Thunder. Under 112 and a half. I'm with Doms. That's the way I would look at it. Chad says definitely not. Love OKC team total over 111 and a half. They haven't rested long enough. They still in basketball mode. Timberwolves had a week off. They won't start scoring until the third quarter. Okay. So Chad likes the opposite. Best of luck to you, Chad. Peasy, top of the morning, my brother. Appreciate you for tapping in. Going over the W games right after this stream, 777, just doing it in a different stream. Because some people don't look at WNBA. Some people don't like NBA. Some people only want NBA. Some people only want WNBA, which is why I broke it up. I don't really got too many thoughts on the full total, Jimmy. Full game total. I think, like I said, the pace in this one is, these are 2 elite defensive teams. Put it like that. GLB says might have to make a return to the NBA and WNBA. Sick of MLB BS. Oh man, Anthony says bet MGM is hanging a Rudy Gobert under 20 and a half points, rebounds, and assists minus 140. Thoughts? Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I think somebody mentioned it earlier, man. I think I would be betting on Rudy to go under, but like I said, I'm off player props today, man. I love the Timmies in this spot, man. I am on the Timberwolves. I took them on the money line plus 260. It's a smaller play, of course. I'm not going crazy. You can put your rent money on it, your car payment money, your child support on it. But I did bet Minnesota plus 7.5. I took Minnesota on the money line as well. If you riding with me, best of luck. If you're on the other side, best of luck tomorrow, not tonight. Sign up link if I add anything, which if I be honest with you guys, I'm probably not adding anything. But if you want the plays when I make them, use the link in the description. They'll be sent to your email as soon as I make them, man. Resources as always are here. Check them out. jaXon, Outlier, Moneyballer, OddsJam. Link in the description for referral sports books as well. If you want to sign up to show some support to the channel, do that. Drop the show link in the group chat, man. Best of luck to you guys on your action for tonight. Shout out to my guy Jay Money, man. Best of luck on whatever it is that you guys are betting tonight. I'll catch you over on the WNBA stream if you plan on being there. I'm out.